Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. So today, as you can see on the board, our topic is network hardware, and this network hardware can also be called network equipment, and we can also call it network devices. So let me quickly walk you through what we're going to learn today. Alright, let's look at our learning objective for today. We have about 5 things to consider. The first one, as you can see on the board, we are to define network component. We are to state 2 network components. 3, we are to define network hardware and software. 4, we are to mention network hardware and state the uses. And 5, we are to state network software. Friends, it is very simple. So let's start. Now let's understand what network components are first before we dive into the main topic. Alright, what do we mean by network components? We can say network components are the essential tools used on the network. Let me repeat it again. Network components are essential tools used on the network. What this simply means is that all the tools, whether hardware or software, that can be used on the network are called network components because they are very important. Without, for example, maybe the hardware or the software, the two computers or computers will not be able to connect. So that is why we call it network component. Alright, now let's look at the 2 components on the network. We have 1, network hardware, 2, network software. I repeat, network hardware, and 2, network software. Now let's look at what network hardware is and what network software is. As you can see on the board, friends, network hardware are electronic devices which are required for communication and interaction between devices on a computer network. I will still come to that. While the network software are the programs that allow user to communicate with others over the network. Now remember that the components of computers too are 2. We have the computer hardware, the software, and we can now add the third one to it, which is called peopleware. That is the same way it is to network hardware. So we have 2, the network hardware, which is the physical part, and the network software, which is the non-physical parts, like the way we have the components of computer. Alright, I believe you understand that. Now there's something in our definition which is under the network hardware we have the communication and interaction. That is, this network hardware aid networking or communication between 2 devices, and the software only help to make the communication to be effective. I believe you understand that. Alright, now let's look at the examples of network hardware. I believe you now understand what hardware are. Okay, let's look at the network hardware. We have 5. 1, Ethernet cable. 2, data cable. 3, network interface card or NIC. And 4, modem. And 5, switch. Can we state that again? 1, Ethernet cable. 2, data cable. 3, network interface cable or card rather. Then 4, modem. And 5, switch. Now, before we look at the uses, I would like us to look at the pictures of this network hardware. The first one, as you can see, Ethernet cable. Alright, the second one, which is common that you always see around, is called data cable. Then the next one is network interface card with Ethernet cable connected to it. Then the next one is called modem. Then there's another device beside it called router. Alright, now the last one under network hardware is network switch, or switch for shorts. Alright, now let's quickly look at the uses of this network hardware. 1. Ethernet cable. A network cable used to connect computers to a network. That is, just like what you see in the picture, it is used to connect computers to a network, either from one computer to another or from one computer to server. Alright, then data cable. A data cable is used to transfer data over a network. That is, to share data, maybe your files, the internet, over a network. Alright, then the next one is network interface card. NIC is a device used to connect a computer to a network. Alright, just like what you say. Alright, the next one is modem. Modem is an acronym that stands for modulator and demodulator. This is a device used to convert analog signal, like maybe sound, video, to digital signal, or vice versa, from digital to analog. Right, then the last one is called switch. A switch is a device used to connect network devices together on a computer network. If you look at the picture, let me quickly show you the picture again. Switch has many ports, so it can connect multiple or many computers together. So let's look at the picture again. This is Ethernet cable, this is data cable, this is network interface card, this is modem, and this is switch. Now the last thing I would like us to look at today is called the network software. We have our 4 that we are going to mention today. The first one, firewall programs. The second one, client server programs. Then the third one, network messaging software. Then the fourth one, internet protocol or VoIP software, that is voice over internet protocol. Alright, now what do we use firewall programs for? They are the programs that help us to prevent unwanted program to run on our network. Alright, then we also have client server programs which connect your computer to a server. Alright, then the third one is network messaging software. Like all these messages that we always send online, there is a software that control that. Then we have another one, internet protocol or VoIP software. Just like you have a number, admission number when you enter the school, and that's the admission number you will use till you finish or complete your education in the same school. So on the computers too have address, and that's what we call IP, internet protocol on the internet. So when you are using maybe voice message to communicate online, maybe like Zoom or like Meet, we are using a software called VoIP, that is voice over internet protocol software. So I believe you enjoyed the class. If you have any question, you can send it so that we can learn from your question. Thank you.